All right, let's see what's inside the vault on this Throwback Thursday as KTVB prepares to say goodbye to Rick Lantz ahead of his retirement later this year. We found a Rick's garden that you could only describe as one of a kind.
And we're taking you back to 1995. We're hopping into Rick's garden. Take a look.
That's good.
Here's a water garden for you. This backyard belongs to Larry Reed, and he did it himself. It took him 4 weekends, using a wheelbarrow, a hoe, and a shovel. It's a beautiful water garden.
To the pond, which is about 20,000 gallons, and then we've got the stream that runs from one side to the other. So,
And what inhabits it?
you can find just about anything in there. We've got koi, goldfish, and an occasional wiener-eating frog.
Now wait a minute. Did he say wiener-eating frogs?
Wiener-eating frog. First, I caught insects for several months, and that got to be old. So then I started buying insects or worms over at the local pet store, and that got to be expensive. So one day we were having a barbecue, and we tried a wiener, and they like them.
So I decided this is a little different than any water garden I've ever covered. So let's pursue this just a little bit.
It's feeding time. And here's Larry over here, and he's going to
Okay,
give us an
Rick.
idea of how we do it. Go ahead, Larry.
There it is. Now I want you to notice the consistency here. These are turkey franks. They're not just your regular hot dog, because we don't want health problems with these
Healthy
frogs. So
And after you slice it in proper portions,
next step is to add some vitamins. This is Repcal.
next you get your frog-feeding shoes, your frog-feeding hat, and your frog-feeding pole. Now there's something important about this frog-feeding pole.
There's no hook on this. Basically, it's just a bent piece of fishing line, and it just pulls right off when the frog pulls on it.
I must say, this is quite an experience.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said, but I helped him a drink his wine.
Wow, Larry, this was interesting. It's the first time we've ever done this on a gardening show.
No!
Well, they say that a big businessman needs a hobby or a diversion. Larry Reed definitely has his.
Here, froggy, froggy, froggy.
I'm Rick Lantz for Rick's Garden.
Rick, those shoes, were they comfortable?
They were, but you know, ever since that show, I only had 3 fingers on this side.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes the frogs, they get a little
Biting
hungry.
frogs.
Do you remember that day?
Then they went to hamburgers. I did not remember that. I did not until I saw it. Then I do remember it, yeah. The fun that we had with that one was terrific. There was all different areas that we could have gone with it, but we had some great people doing the photography and everything else, and so the music, yeah, they could just bring it together.
I want to
great.
know where Jeremiah the frog.
Have you ever heard of the song before?
That's a bullfrog.
Who did that song?
I
Who
don't know.
did the song?
Three Dog Night.
Okay.
Okay,
Three Dog
number
Night.
one
Very
song for
good.
1973 in the rock world.
Okay, very
All
good.
right, well, it's
All
good.
right, Rick, thank you. Well,